Good morning and welcome back to Morning Express. From Matters Security, one shifts gears and focus on the Mandela Foundation. And joining me in studio this morning is the country director of Mandela program, Calvin Nyaguthi, and Stephanie Nazir, who's a mentee there as well, to talk to us more about what they do over there and what it's all about. Good morning.
Good morning.
And thank you for joining us. So I'll start with you, Mr. Director. Talk to us about the Mandela Foundation. What is it about?
It's not the Mandela Foundation, first of all. It's the Nelson Mandela Mentorship Program.
Okay.
Leadership. It's about leadership, mentorship, and internship. So this program is a program that we designed together with companies in South Africa that have been mandated by the Nelson Mandela Foundation to do programs that make children think and reason and act like Nelson Mandela. So the Nelson Mandela Foundation, together with the Life College in South Africa and also the Nelson Mandela Metropolitan University, always has different programs within the universities that they take younger people through mentorship and leadership courses.
Okay.
Yes.
So Nazi, how is it you're part of it?
Right now, I'm being mentored by several mentors, and I'm being guided into how I should handle myself in school, and as I go to university, I'm being taught how to approach university and approach my elders, such things.
How did you join?
I joined through him because we actually go to the same church together. So he came and told me about it in the beginning, and first I was hesitant because I never knew about it. Then I told my parents about it, and when I met up with him and talked to him about it, he told me more about it, and I was happy to join. I was glad to join because I couldn't speak in front of people. I was very shy. Even today, I wasn't able to become a prefect in school till after I joined the mentorship. And right now, I am a prefect in school. I'm more confident and able to talk to older people and handle certain situations.
So talk to us first about, you say, not being able to talk in front of people, shyness, whatever it is. So how did the program exactly address that?
It helped me calm myself, know that I shouldn't be scared of just talking in front of people.
So were you taken through a sitting session of, hey, this is how to behave? Exactly how were you taken through that?
Yes, I was taken through a stepwise situation, how to be able to talk to people, how I shouldn't be shaking, or know that just because people are watching me, I shouldn't start mumbling my words. I should talk properly, speak properly, handle myself properly in front of other people. Right. It teaches me how to not to shy off just because someone else is in charge.
Okay. Yeah. So how do people get involved with this program?
Okay. So first of all, we have schools that are part of this program. We go to schools and speak to children, and those who are interested get into the club. In schools, we do it in a club form of way. So we have the Gun Academy being part of this, Loreto Convent, Valley Road, both the primary and high school. We have State House Girls. We also have Precious Blood. So these are some of the schools. We have so many schools. I just can't mention all of them, you know, but what we do, we go and speak to the students about mentorship and the leaders that they would really be interacting with. So we take, for example, if we have students who do engineering, or maybe want to do engineering, maybe in 2 or 3 years to come, what we do is we introduce them to some of the top engineers that we have in the country. If we have those who want to be businessmen, we are very privileged to have Mr. Jim Nambaru as one of the mentors who will be coming. We have an event on the 7th of December. So it's going to be an open day. The open day will bring so many mentors together to come and mentor children or students who now are young leaders into becoming holistic individuals. Those who are very confident to take them through business, the challenges they've gone through. And so we have a couple of leaders. We have Mr. Wangusi from the Communications Authority of Kenya. I don't know if you know that he's one of the space engineers we have in Kenya. Yes, and we also have Mr. Jim Nambaru, as I'd mentioned. He's the owner of Diane Blair Bank, also part owner of Britam Insurance, and so many other great companies. We have members of parliament who are coming, Honorable Joyce Lay. We also have Honorable Rose Nyamunga, who also will be coming to speak to the students. We have Angela Mbitho of Infotrack also coming to speak to the kids, to the students. We basically don't call them students when they join the program. We now call them young leaders because we need them to now start acting as, you know, those.
So how is it you get these mentors? Is it a voluntary basis? Do you talk to them? Do you have a database? Are they working with you throughout, or is it you call them on need basis, like when you have an event?
At times we call them on need basis. At times, some of them are really open in meeting the students and even having lunch with them. Like in January, Honorable Peter Kenneth is having lunch with some of them. We've spoken to him. He's out of the country, but he'll be back. And so he says he wants to speak with them. You know, let me tell you, most of the leaders we have are really passionate about mentoring, you know, but I think they don't always have the avenue, the place, maybe, so to say, where now you get young leaders who really want to be mentored. You know, again, mentorship is about, you don't force something down the throat of someone. You have to, you know, have that, you have to take that step that you want to be mentored. And then after that, now we get you to interact with them and then take you through the process. And you know, mentorship goes a long way. I don't know, in the history of the Bible, you know, I'm a Christian, I profess the Christian faith. So if you go back, dating back to the Bible, you get so many people were mentored. Jethro mentored Moses. Moses mentored Joshua. And during that mentorship program that Moses had with Joshua, you find that Moses took Joshua to meet God on 2 occasions. And the second occasion, they go to a tent, a special tent. And when they go there, Moses speaks to God, and and you can imagine what lessons Joshua learned. And then after that, Joshua, when Moses leaves, Joshua stays back at the tent. He says to himself, I suppose, that I'm not going. I want to sit here and feel how it is to be in the presence of God. So now that shows you that really this guy was mentored and got to that level that he was very confident to speak to God. After that, you see Elizabeth mentoring Mary, mother of Jesus.
So just showing the importance
of mentorship. And after that, yes, and after that, look at Jesus and the 12 apostles. You know, Jesus mentored the 12 apostles, and then after the 12 apostles, there was a chain reaction, because now the 12 disciples had to go and start mentoring people, and that's how the churches came about, and that's how everyone now, or most of the people, profess in the Christian faith. And so mentorship has been there. Yeah.
Nazi, do young people, the youth nowadays, appreciate the place of mentorship in their lives and growing them from one place to the other? Because sometimes there is a sense that for some of them, they feel like they know it all already. They don't need somebody coming to say, oh, you know, you need to do this to get to this place. They're like, I got it covered, honey.
Yeah, it's true. It's very hard for a teenager to accept to be mentored, but they have to know that it's for a good cause, because we do need guidance. Even if how stubborn we may be, we do need guidance. Because looking at our future, like most of my friends right now in high school wonder, when we go to university, are we secured that the career we choose, will it help us? And all the internship we do, will it help us? So we're very scared, but we do need mentorship.
Yeah. I always wonder, in the place of mentorship, whether part of that is also to ensure somebody knows that it is okay to make mistakes. Because mentorship is, in essence, to get you to make perhaps not as many mistakes as the other person who went ahead of you. But most people approach it from a place of, you now must be this perfect person. Do you have at least that very clear, you know, line there drawn that somebody needs to know as they walk their journey or their path, whatever it is they want to do, that yeah, sometimes you'll fail, sometimes you'll fall. It's not a perfect straight road.
In fact, let me tell you, I'll talk to you about several quotes. Nelson Mandela, what did he say? The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time you fall.
Right.
1. Clinton, it doesn't matter how bad you fall, what matters is how quick you rise up. 2nd. 3rd, Martin Luther King, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever it is that you do, keep moving forward, right? If you look at all that, and Oprah said, if you want to live your life without no mistake, that's going to be a boring, useless life. Because, you know, life is about mistakes, but mentorship is what you've just clearly put, that we talk to them about what those people, great people, went through, and even the mentors come and tell them about the challenges, like the mistakes they did, you see? Like, I'll tell you, myself, I've met Jim Nambaru, and he's spoken to me about the challenges he's had as a businessman, how he started, and he started around the same age that I'm in, it's 27, right? So that time he started with the stocks and all this, and so he tells you about what young people, the mistakes we do is when you start a company, we want to be billionaires tomorrow. And yet, for him, it's taken him a long journey. You know, it's been a process. So even with the Nelson Mandela program, we have a program. It's called the Nelson Mandela Champion Within. It's always taught for the freshmen in university, mostly in South Africa. And what they take the students through is what Mandela went through, the challenges, how he dealt with them, because these people are not robots, they're human beings. So we tell the students that, you know what, you are not a robot, so you have to live your life. You have to live your life, but there are these things that you can avoid, you know, like drugs, maybe getting into drugs and all these things. It isn't necessary. It won't help you.
So now the program is premised to understand on the character and the person who Nelson, now the late Nelson Mandela, was. What for you stood out from him as a leader, as a person, as a family man?
I think it was that he was patient, as in even in his time in prison, he was very patient, then knowing that God has a plan for him, and he never gave up throughout the whole time. So that helps me in school and the sports I take. I know that I should be patient, and even if something doesn't happen now, I know I have a long future ahead of me. It doesn't have to be just because I'm young. I want this opportunity right now. I can wait. I have a long time.
Yeah. Who's your role model?
I have several role models right now.
Yeah. Tell us about one and why they are.
I think Michael Joseph, because just about how he guided the whole Safaricom team and how they were able to make up M-Pesa and become innovators. That really stood out to me. I also have Caroline Mtuko, just because how confident she is. I was shy, so just how confident she is. I watched a video on her about her on Centonomy, and she spoke so well. She was able to address people, and in future I want to be able to address a group, like a big crowd of people, and be confident about myself and what I have to say.
Yeah. Awesome. You want to add something?
Do you know how old she is?
How old are you?
17.
Oh, 17.
She's in school, St. Austin's.
Wow, that's impressive.
And so what we do, yes, for students like that, we really give them a lot of videos to watch and books. We have a book club. We give them books. There's some books like How to Think Like Mandela, How to Think Like Steve Jobs. The books written and the great books. We have a lady called Evelyn Wanjiku. She's done a book about the beauty of Nairobi, and she donated some books to us. I really am grateful for that. When Nelson Mandela was in prison, he wrote a letter to the wife. And he told the wife, you know, I'm grateful that I am in prison, because in prison you really do a self-reflection. You really get to know who you are. And so you imagine how someone looks at, he doesn't look at the negative, you know, about the prison, the negative side. He looks at the positive. Like he says, in prison he read a lot of books. He really got to be a better person. And when he left prison, he also said, as I was walking through the gate, out of the gate of the prison, I said, if I left prison with a bitterness, then I would still be in prison. Okay, so I had to forget about all that. And so those are some of the real lessons that we learn and, you know, teach the young people about. Yeah, because some people really get so bitter about certain things, and you hold them in you for so long, and really you push you down, you know. And so what we tell them is, you know what, you can be from a very poor background, or, you know, whatever background, but that's a transition point. Wherever you are at, Obama, look at Obama. You know, he wasn't even the most likely of candidates, and he even says it. Even his name, just the name Barack Obama in America, you know, people look at it and they'll ignore it, you know. But you know, Obama was also mentored, and he was mentored by John Kerry. John Kerry in 2004, just like Moses and Joshua, John Kerry believed in Obama and told Obama that I'll give you the chance to speak at the National Convention, Democratic Convention, the DNC, and that was in 2004. And Obama comes and speaks, and guys are wondering, who is this guy? Where has he been, you know? But it was because of the mentorship under John Kerry. Our own president, Uhuru Kenyatta, I mean, everyone knows his mentor, Mr. Moi, you know, and under the guidance of Mr. Moi, you know, you can see where he is. And that's really what we talk about. Okay. Mentorship, you just have to have a mentor who really means well for you, because that's also another thing. You can get a wrong mentor. Well, I don't want to speak. I have gotten some people who I thought would mentor me, but really did fail, you know, but I kept that aside, you know, and I said, I'll keep the focus, I'll keep positive energy in my life, and that's what, you know, we teach.
Yeah, so it's good to mention that
people.
Because there are some people who even would want some people to mentor them, they don't seem interested, they don't have time for them, or it doesn't quite work out the way they imagined it in their head. So it's good that you say you need to get to that place, you move on and, you know, reevaluate where else you can get help.
True that.
Nazi, interacting with your, you know, colleagues, friends in school, your friends at home, what is it you think is the biggest impediment or challenge in as far as just reaching your fullest potential, getting to where you need to be, fulfilling what it is, all that is in you, getting it all out? What do you think keeps young people from getting there?
Right now, I think the biggest problem is peer pressure, because friends tend to stick with the group. Just because your friend is doing this, we should all do it. Just because someone's not doing this, we should do it together. Like, so it's really peer pressure, even to do with drugs, out of school.
Yeah.
It's a lot to do with peer pressure, because people don't want to be an individual. And even if they choose to be an individual, there's no one helping them. Like, if their family just doesn't help them, tell them that we're going to be with you, we're going to guide you throughout the whole process, you won't get the self-confidence to stand on your own.
Yeah.
So I think it's a big problem.
Okay. What is it you want to do when you're done with school now?
Right now, I would want to do computer science, but if there's something else in future I would like to do, I would
So you see yourself as a what? Doing what job?
I would like to work in Safaricom when I'm older.
Clearly, they've got a new hook and sinker, Safaricom nowadays.
But also public speaking. As I get used to public speaking, I find that I can do better things in life.
Right.
So I don't want to...
And you have time, I guess, to figure it out.
I don't want to narrow-mind myself, because I know there is something else out there for me.
Yes.
So right now, when we're being told to choose careers, I also want to apply for different careers, because maybe there's something better out there for me. So.
Yeah.
And again, Sophie, you know, when this program, I want to tell you there's so many people, so many companies that are supporting it. Like, I want to just talk about the open day. I will have an open day on the 7th of December. It's the next Sunday, but one. This Sunday, the other one. It will be at Kenya Agricultural Research Institute from 2 o'clock to 6:30. And we'll have these leaders, the leaders that I've mentioned, attending. And it's going to be a fun-filled afternoon, filled with a lot of good music, mentorship, you know, and so many other things. There are some banks that have, you know, created some time to come. Some managers from banks, Equity Bank and KCB, were coming to speak to the students, talk to them about budgeting, about early savings, and also open accounts for them. We also have Cretam property directors who are coming to speak about real estate, because so many people now are fascinated about real estate. We also have Kenya Dairy Processors Association that brings Brookside and Tuzo and Happy Cow, all the milking companies together, and they'll be bringing their products for free to all the mentees, mentors, all the guests that we have on that day. And so I think that's a really awesome thing.
So open day, meaning open to everybody?
Yes, so
free?
10 to 25 years.
Free of charge?
And with the parents, yes.
With their parents? You need to come with their parents, 10 to 25 years of age. Where did you say it is and when
Kenya
again?
Agricultural Research Institute on the 7th. From 2 o'clock to 6:30, and of course there's some schools that already have gotten into the program, so they'll also come. Like now, Aga Khan, St. Austin's, some students from St. Austin's, some students from Eshrikuchi. It's an Indian school next to Nairobi West.
Okay.
So yeah, those are some of the schools that are in the program. We have so many schools.
So finally, from each of you, what is it you tell somebody in as far as getting involved and being part of this program? And I'll start with you, the lady.
I think what they should expect from it is they should be open-minded, because it also helps with sports and anything. It's not most mentorships are just about school and all that. This is going to help you all round. It's all-rounded, so you shouldn't feel like it's narrow-minded, because it's going to help you in sports. And
it's not just serious stuff, boring. Sometimes kids will think it's boring.
Because we do, for example, I do sports, and we do need guidance in sports.
Yeah.
It's lacking, because most swimmers, okay, I swim, and most swimmers at one age will stop swimming just because of peer pressure, or because you have a different body shape than other swimmers, as other people. So you have to accept it. Most people will be like, just because I'm a girl, I don't want to do that. So. Okay.
So it's all rounded. You get it all in there.
Exactly.
Finally, for me,
and first, for those who want to get in touch, they can do that through 0723 160 160 or 0710 984828. I should repeat that. 0723 160 160 and 0710 984828.
Okay.
Yeah, she wants to be an Olympic swimmer, and you know that's what we are working towards in terms of school, and there's also the sports, you know, the co-curricular. And apart from that, I want to encourage people to, you know, those who can mentor, if you know you can do mentorship, you know, just do something, impart some change. You know, like I want to be, you know, a part of the mosaic that piled pressure, you know, positive pressure to the young people to, you know, live fulfilling lives, you know. And that's really what mentorship is about. So I just want to be a part of the mosaic.
And we wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us this morning from the Nelson Mandela Mentorship, Leadership and Internship.
That's done by the Macho Media Limited.
Okay.
Yes. Thank
you, Calvin Nyaguti, who's country director, and Stephanie Nazi, who's a mentee at the program, for being with us this morning, and all the best to both of you. And that's it for the show this morning. Thank you so much for watching. Always a pleasure to be with you every morning. Tomorrow, let's wind up the week together. It has been quite a week actually. It feels like it has been long. I don't know how you feel about it, but hey, have a lovely day. Take care. Be good. We'll see you tomorrow.